do this with a shovel. You do this with a little garden shovel, but I have a soil probe, which is a little fancier. So what I do is take a clean bucket that's been cleaned out. There's nothing foreign in it. And what you want to do, since we want to see what's going on with this field, this is about an acre here that we've grazed off, and I want to see how the soil improved. We put some seeds down, and they're kind of floundering. Oh yeah. So you want to get down into the subsoil a little bit. So right there we got probably, what, 9 inches. And since nutrients are going to be variable throughout any piece of ground, so the best thing to do is take a lot of samples, mix them together so you have an average. So what I do is try to crisscross the field. So we'll go across here and just randomly. What I see a lot of guys do is they just scratch up this topsoil a little bit and put it in a bag. But you want to get down below that really good stuff and get down into that. Look at that. Is that a little onion? Get down below the root zone where nutrients are probably going to be a little short for you. So you know what to add.
Steve, what would you say the average root zone is for like a clover, orchard grass, that kind of, just like regular?
There's a little baby worm there, right up near the surface. That's a really good sign. You can get an idea of what the texture is. See how there's a lot of clay in this soil? It'll hold water like crazy. The root zone is going to be, depends on the plant. For clover, you're not very deep, but you want to be able to probably go down 9 inches, 10 inches or so. And that's probably all the farther the clover is going to go to get after the nutrients. I expected it to be a little bit rockier, but it's, man, it's good stuff. All you need for one soil sample is about a half a cup. So you don't want to fill a whole garbage bag full of dirt and dump it off at the lab. They'll get mad at you. Look at how black this one is. See how it's a totally different color? There's more organics in this part of the field apparently. And that's what I mean by spreading out samples. Well, get an average. You don't want to just take one because that would be deceiving. We didn't get any on the other side of the field that looked like that. It'd be interesting to get right underneath the cow pie, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, there's a rock. All right, so that's enough. That's all you need, just that little bit. And then we'll just mix that around. Now I might let that dry a little bit before I mix it so it kind of comes apart, gets more friable. And then we'll put it in a bag, we'll fill out our paperwork, and I'll show you how to do the paperwork and drop it off at the lab. Alright? Okay, I'm at the soils lab, and I got my soil sample bag, put my dirt in there out of my bucket. It turned out to be the perfect amount. And a tad short. It says to fill to this line here. I'm just down here. That'll do it though. And I got my form to fill out. This is the agronomic crop form. And I'm going to fill this out. Let me get it filled out and then I'll go over it. Okay, on this form I have my information up here. They know me here, so I can just have them call me for payment. Usually put a check in the bag, or when you buy the test kit that they send you with this bag and the form, you just buy that and then it's paid for. It only costs $9. If you want to get some of this other stuff, like organic matter, is an extra $5. You can get total nitrogen, you can get carbon. So if you're trying to build up carbon in your soil, you might want to track that from year to year. Eventually they're going to be paying people to sequester carbon in cropland, so that's something to keep an eye out for. So up here you have to name the field that's going to be on your soil test results, so you know what field it came from. And I looked up the soils the same way we did on the previous lesson. It's a basher soil, which when you look up the description, it's a prime farmland soil. So that's what you want. And when you buy land and you're looking for a place to put a food plot, a soil that tells you that it's mostly in crops or it's prime farmland, that is good soil. So you're allowed to put 3 different crops on here. And remember I said in the previous lesson that it's testing to see what would get you to your yield goal, and any more fertilizer would not help you get there. So you go on the back and there's all different kinds of stuff that you could plant. Now, we're having a little trouble with the brassicas that I broadcast in there. So over here we have 1079 brassicas. 2 to 6 tons per acre is typical yield. So we'll put the 1079 first, and I put 4 tons per acre. The next is going to be rye, because we want to broadcast rye in there next year. So 1061. We're looking for 90 bushels. I put the max in there for the rye. 1029 is Ladino clover, very popular food plot clover. And we'll see where we're at. And in about a week or so, they will run this, and then they will email me my results. Simple as that. When you get your test results, I urge you to check out the organic matter. Go ahead and pay the extra $5 and see where you're at on organics, and I'll discuss why in the next segment.